Fantastic games here. I really think the Koreans are going to be rocking on the global front.
Yeah,
I really do.
Our next map going to be Garden of Terror. You like this map?
Yeah, I like this map. It's fun.
All right.
It's not the easiest map, but it's definitely a fun map to play on.
It's a really big map, guys, and night comes by as it normally does on planet Earth. And when night comes by, the seeds pop out. And, well, you have to kill a bunch of little dudes, get their seeds, kill the big dude, get his seeds. And when you get 100 seeds, you get to be the Garden Terror.
Yeah, you get that Garden Terror. You can use that. Garden Terror is so incredibly strong. Use the abilities to push down, destroy the defenses, ultimately take the core. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, those are the seeds that you're going to be collecting. Of course, there's a bunch of Merc camps on this as well. No boss because it does have that Garden Terror.
Essentially, yeah, the Garden Terror is the boss. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the Dragonite a little bit, but you can both have it at the same time.
Yeah, which
makes
it a little
funny
bit
battles.
Yeah, yeah. Good players with the Garden Terror are also very good at rotating a lot. You know, getting these buildings rooted. If you can defend that or just get in a position where it's hard for them to take it, you will tear the defenses down so quickly. It's comical.
Yeah, those pots that you throw down deal damage to all the buildings and prevent them from shooting. So
that pot even got that last camera shot we had there.
Yeah.
It's going to destroy that camera if we don't get that right away, Artosis.
Well, definitely a very different map from a lot. You know, so many of these maps, like you both battle over getting the one big map objective, but here you can both have it at the same time. So
yeah,
definitely see some different battles on this map.
And now to the pick ban phase.
All right, MRR going to open it up with an Uther ban. Yeah, Uther.
That means that we should have the Zeratul ban next.
You would think so.
Maybe not, though. Every once in a while, it actually doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. I'm not surprised. Like, Zeratul, like, even with his cloak, he can actually just run through and steal seeds and stuff. He's, like, so silly.
Yeah, does Team DK actually just get Jaina right away here?
You know what?
Johan has been taken by MRR.
I agree with this.
You grab Jaina.
I think you're so right.
Deny them that, and then maybe Leoric?
The early fights that they got were totally off the back of Johanna and Jaina.
Yeah.
The Johanna-Jaina combo is insanely strong. Like, just pulling them in with Condemn, dropping the Blizzard on them, dropping all your abilities on them. It's crazy. So I really wouldn't be surprised. I think that's a really good call, Tasteless, that they should pick up Jaina here. Or I think that they should.
Well, you and I are easily the best,
Easily.
So easily. No, I think we'll see it. There it is, Jaina. Now, the next question then is with Team DK, what else do they want? I was saying Leoric, maybe they don't actually want that right now.
If they take Leoric, is there an Insta-Sonya pick on MRR's side? Is that why you might leave Leoric a little bit later?
Yeah, that's actually exactly why.
Yeah, and again, we have seen him fall down in just like literally the past week and a half or so in Korea. Johanna has been picked over Leoric quite a bit, so I think it is having to do with that counterplay.
Still waiting. Team DK running the clock down, and we got the Abathur pick.
Yeah, he's been banned out both other games. So.
Yeah, so there was no way we could have seen him then.
And Abathur combos very well with Jaina with Ultimate Evolution. You just copy her, and then you have everything frozen.
Funny. So many blizzards and frostbolts.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So there we go, the Sonya and the Vala pick. And we're going to go right back into ban now.
All right. Sonya and Vala, no huge surprise here. Sonya is just, again, the highest win percentage hero right now in Korea for the Super League. She's just been killing it, rotating in so strongly once again. What does Team DK ban here?
I'm just not sure.
Team DK does get the next picks. They could do a healer. No one has a healer yet.
That's actually a good point. Maybe ban Malfurion or something? Then again, maybe they want to start banning. No. Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, they banned Karazim. Oh, that's really interesting.
Expect
no,
that.
I wasn't expecting that at all. But Karazim has kind of risen up again. Let's see what we have banned over here. Obviously, MRR doesn't want to ban a healer here. I think they want to ban a warrior for sure, because there's no warrior over on Team DK's side. Maybe an Arthas ban.
There it is. You nailed it, Artosis. Getting rid of Arthas, that's pretty handy. Arthas is just always a good pick in the later half of the pick phase.
Yeah.
We've seen Arthas throughout this tournament, basically always pick then.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to get rid of him then.
And he does very well against Sonya and Johanna overall. He's just like the amount of damage output that he has.
It's a little cray-cray.
Can be. Muradin and Brightwing.
And that was a snap pick, by the way, right there.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Well, this is going to be a team comp that can really focus on Muradin. Abathur having Muradin and then having Brightwing do the healing.
That's true. And there's a lot of global presence here, too. Abathur can split push in lanes, so can Brightwing. So,
exactly.
You know, it's they're almost playing Lost Vikings without playing Lost Vikings.
In a way, yeah. It's kind of crazy, huh? MRR now with the final 2 picks here. And this very particular team here from Team DK. And they're going to go with Tyrael.
Yeah, okay, so triple tank here once again for MRR, going back to their roots. And what healer do they take? You think they just...
They go with...
Rhaegar or Malf?
With this, I'd say Malf.
Okay.
I think if you get the roots off, you can... Oh, no, Rhaegar, I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Malf because if you get the roots off, the amount of damage you can deal spraying out here is just huge.
I think it's because they have 3 tanks, so they're like, all right, we have a lot of frontliners here. Why not
wait
have
for one of the tanks to start to die and then Ancestral it?
Yeah, and don't forget, Lightning Shield is very good on Johanna and Sonya because they're up at the front. And oh my God, Illidan!
What?
That's kind of a cool.
What? This is so cool.
Oh, they have Abathur, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this could work out.
I guess there is some viability to this. I don't know, man.
You know, I do want to point out that DK got pretty slained when they were going for Illidan-type comps against Snake. But we'll see how it does here.
Some people, including Artosis and myself, thinking some of these Illidan comps may be obsolete, but this game is young and always changing, so expect anything.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one indeed. I really liked both the drafts here. Which side do you like better?
I am going to go with MRRs.
Okay.
I think Team DK's is cool. I don't know if it's going to be good enough, though.
It's going to be fun to watch.
This is going to be game number 3 here. It's 1-1. Team DK against MMR.
All right, guys, here we go. DK in the blue on the left, and on the right, of course, in the red, we do have MRR. But yeah, I mean, these Illidan comps, if you can take out Illidan, they suddenly become much less good. And, I mean, if you look at what we have for the lineup that can take out Illidan, Judgment on Tyrael is going to be great. Tyrael's just the shields in general and his shield abilities are going to be great here. Johanna's Condemn is going to be nice. The Blind is going to be nice. The Stun on 10 is going to be nice.
You got the audience here cheering right now for the Illidan player here. Everybody's hyped about Illidan here on the map.
He's definitely a fan favorite. There's no question there. But yeah, I mean, I like the MRR a little bit more too, even though this is a really cool, kind of more old school comp here from Team DK.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what they got.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a very important match. This is no showmanship play here. If they're both 1-1, they obviously have to pick whatever they think is really going to be the best here.
Yes, very, very well said. We will see. A lot of it comes down to that Illidan player and just target him down. You know, can you get those stun chains off and actually burst him down quick enough? So let's see it.
Abathur just soaking over here in the middle lane. Just out of range, I guess, there. It's actually Muradin who's really doing the soaking there. We've had Brightwing rotating just a little bit now. Jaina headed up over here to the top center.
Yeah,
a little bit more stagnant positioning here for MRR.
By the way, I do want to mention that Tyrael skin, definitely, in my opinion, easily top 3 skin in the game, maybe #1.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, isn't it?
I absolutely bought that the second I saw it.
And night has fallen.
That's right. It's time to kill the little, small seed dudes. Get those seeds very, very quickly. The bigger ones can be a little bit trickier to take because they are kind of like a boss. It takes a while to kill them off.
Yeah, usually there's trade, though. One team ends up at the bottom, the other team ends up at the top.
Yeah, very much so.
So that's what we're going to have right here is they just all micro themselves away from that big splash and take out this bottom one. And same thing over here at the top. Oh, Noblesse getting hit. That's not a good sign.
And I do want to say also, like, Sonya and Illidan are 2 of the best Merc camp takers in the game, which means obviously they're very good against these terrors as well. So you can see, like, both these teams had absolutely no problem wiping this out in a matter of seconds.
Well, you know what? They're actually headed up here. Okay, they get it the last second. Nicely done. Illidan just barely getting that. And that's going to be I think there's actually 1 seed remaining. Illidan has not. Okay, they grab it now. Okay. I was starting to wonder if maybe there was something to that, but no.
A perfect split, by the way, 90 seeds to both. There is 90 seeds on each side of the map, so you need the 100, which means if you want a Terror in the first night phase, you have to mix it up on your opponent's side.
Right. You'd have to trade.
But I do want to point out that what we were talking about before with Abathur and Brightwing being able to split push a bit, they did that during there. So they have a slight advantage lead. It's not that big yet, but definitely something to keep in mind.
Up here we see Johanna now getting chased back here. Looks like Team DK actually going to go for a steal here on the mercenary camp. This is pretty gutsy, although it doesn't seem like MRR is actually going to react at all to it.
Yeah, it looks like Johanna's starting to think, what are you guys? Are you guys in there doing this? But doesn't have enough time to actually stop them, so they will grab that. That is a nice steal right there.
Yeah, that's actually really good to get that this early here. So they're going to have a lot of pressure going on over here at the top for it. They can even start pushing in the lane here, or actually go by and try to take down these towers. So the response down here, we do have a take on the Siege Giants in the bottom right.
Yeah, nice grab there by Sonya again. You know, with Sonya and Illidan here, we're going to see Merc camps taken all the time. They're just going to go down one after another. These guys almost don't even need any support to do so. But already getting these towers, really nice moves here by DK.
Uh-oh, Noblesse getting pretty low here. And at that moment, looks like Duck Duck decided that he didn't have any more mana there, or any more cooldown, I guess you could say, to try to pull back Illidan there.
Looks like right now those Siege Giants do get dealt with. Nice rotation down there by SC on Muradin. Being able to push that back. Again, keeping Brightwing down in that bottom lane so that she can jump up at any time. Help out that team.
And here's Illidan again. Jaina going to come up here and help out. They're going to be able to get these Siege Giants very quickly.
Now, we do have a big rotation down to the bottom here by MRR, sending down 4 of their heroes towards this bottom lane. But actually looks like they're going to switch it up now, maybe going for some Merc camps.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do here.
Well, it looks like SC kind of sitting here, forcing them back. They don't want to really be attacking a Merc camp that far out of position with DK knowing about it.
DK's got some very good control here. They were really able on this map to drive the other team out. That was a lot of positioning that did not really do much for MRR, so they're going to go ahead and back up. Looks like they're interested in pushing in top lane for a little bit here. Only Abathur there to defend, if you can even count that as much defense, you know?
Yeah, he's... I guess he can put his hat on everything and let those locusts do their best.
That's about it. But
that's about it.
Yeah, that's...
he's not going to slap through that stuff down.
Yeah. We do have the double capture there on the Merc camps.
Tyrael kind of sitting behind right now. Well, looks like he will jump in here and deal some damage.
Go.
Yeah,
Noblesse doing a lot of damage. And, of course, can jump onto the other side if he wants to here. And this means his bottom lane is going to get crushed pretty heavily. Fork going to be exposed momentarily here.
Yeah, you know, this is really cool to see. This is some great movements by Noblesse. He's actually been all over the place, taking Merc camps and immediately moving to take out towers where the Merc camps are attacking.
And night falls as we say that, which means they're going to be able to get these seeds. But, by the way, they still have to defend. Excuse me, MRR still has to defend this wave being pushed in here. Level 10, long before level 9.
It looks like both sides going to be able to get terrors during this night phase. No one really battling for their opponent's seeds right now, so it might be a pure split once again.
Uh-oh, Domi getting pretty low here. Tyrael going to be taken down. Nicely done, Tyrael.
Yeah, showing the power of Polymorph once again.
Yeah, well, Polymorph is such a great interrupter, right?
Yeah, and especially against someone like Tyrael who has ways to get out of there, you know? Now just Druid's Might right out of there, but nope, bam, Polymorphed dead.
And this is kind of cool. They're actually getting the seeds down here in the bottom center. So Team DK in decent shape. And we don't have anybody in the Terror just yet.
Yeah, they're going to have to go ahead and grab that, though. It's only got about 25 seconds left. It's definitely one of the most embarrassing things that can happen is letting your Terror run out.
Well, they're not going to let that happen. Okay, so here we go. MRR with their Terror pushing through here in the lower half of the map. Noblesse here in the Terror. 4M, or DK rather.
Yeah.
Pushing up here.
Now this is kind of interesting because, of course, that is Illidan in there. So they can't really do a team fight that well, I don't think, during this situation. Just using it for defense for the moment here. We do have a lot of seeds actually being thrown down. And, okay, we do have that Ultimate Evolution as well. So a couple Jainas on the map right now.
Yeah, nicely done there. These Jainas are actually going to be pushing them back pretty far. I mean, Blizzard gets pretty insane here.
Looks like they are going to target down this pot quite quickly. Of course, the Terror are going to be up for an extra 20 seconds here for Team DK because they did wait so long on it. So they definitely want to keep it alive for that time and take advantage there and hurt the buildings a lot more.
There we go. We see that potted plant being thrown in there. Looks like a rotation up here by MRR. Brightwing can't quite kill that too fast on her own.
Yeah, you got to have a fast shooter to take that one out. And we do have DK coming up here to the top. Going to start working on this fort with Jaina and Murden joining in. A lot of damage being dealt to Tyrael.
Tyrael taking a big amount of damage there. Now we have the plant coming down here again. Got to be careful. Noble S is pretty low. Only 8 seconds remaining here on this Terror.
Yeah, throws down one last pot, trying to get some extra damage done in there, but it looks like the Terror will now expire. And overall, pretty close, but a bit of an experience lead for Team DK.
Now Noblesse, excuse me, yeah, well, let me just restart that cast here. I'm sorry, Artos, I'm getting a little bit jet lagged from our trip that we just got back into town from. So, as you can see, it's pretty soft defense right now here for MRR. There's not a ton MRR has been able to do. They've lost their walls pretty much everywhere. They've actually had some of their mercs stolen from them a couple times too.
Certainly, and DK, like, they have stolen those mercs, and they're just so quick to move up and actually take the next merc camp. They keep on killing walls. You know, this is something that DK is known for, though. They're just great at their rotations. They always are going to the right area at the right time, and you really see that here on such a big map. It makes a huge difference.
And so now top lane, top fort's going to be destroyed, and bottom has already been taken out. And I got to say, coming in here, Tyrael doing the best that he can, but Illidan's on top. Nice stun, though, there. That's the great play.
Well, we do see MRR backing up right now, and it looks like we do have DK diving forward here onto Vala. The Water Elemental does come down.
Oh,
a nice
beautiful
ancestral.
And that was close. Had that not connected, Vala for sure would have gone down. You saw the panic just hitting the heroic there for Vala, dealing whatever damage they could deal. They go ahead and back up now. Now, note, none of the merc camps on the left side of the map, that's Team DK's side, have been taken, so they might just rotate over there and clean all that up.
That would be a great thing to do if they could, but it looks like right now Night Phase is about to start, and those seeds are really important.
True. Yeah.
You definitely got to get enough seeds for your Terrors here. And it looks like we're going to have Team DK going up to the top. And in fact, Muradin stealing the small seeds on his opponent's side. First time we've actually seen attempted seed stealing going on.
Actually, SC coming down here now. Looks like he's interested in possibly keeping a little bit more pressure on his opponent.
He might do something a little bit tricky.
It could be tricky.
Yeah.
Could be trick or
You know, the thing is, with the 80 seeds, did they start this phase with 80 seeds? I believe they did, right? Yeah. So there's actually a possibility to get double Terror here.
Yeah.
If you steal enough
huge.
Seeds. But I believe no one quite gets it. It's going to be just slightly off, like 95 or something for
left
DK.
One seed down there.
Yeah. So not quite enough for a double Terror.
Now coming up here, getting the remaining mercenary camps.
Yeah, really smart to start those before getting their Terror. Going to go ahead and heal as well. Time for Team DK to push out these lanes a little bit and, you know, maybe start hitting the walls around the keeps.
Problem is when the Garden Terror does come out, they can actually, I mean, especially for Team DK, go straight for the middle lane here against MRR, and there's no way they keep that fort alive at all. And that's what we're going to see right now.
Yeah, for sure. That's a very easy kill, especially considering, look at this, level 16 against 14. DK really taking a big experience lead. MRR kind of holding their experience in their opponent's buildings at the moment. If they could just somehow not be on defense all the time, they could, you know, maybe catch up by throwing some plant pots down at their opponent's side of the map.
You can see, there it is again, top lane just being pushed in. If that Ogre goes unattended, I mean, that could take out a good amount, you know?
Yeah, that's going to put damage on everything.
Yeah, Sniper is snuck down here into the bottom center, and the Terror is just doing a great job.
Well, right now, he does go ahead and throw down this pot, going to try to get these towers in this wall.
We point out that this is on the outside. So much better like that when you're pushing in something like
you don't throw it inside when all the heroes are in.
A lot of times online people chuck it inside and then it just gets killed immediately. But if you put it out there and the Terror protects it, you're going to do so much more damage. Indeed. Now the Terror here for MRR is still on the MRR side of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
That's the thing that's really hurting here. They're just not able to put any damage on the buildings. It's constant damage coming out of Team DK, and that's something that's going to be hard to actually recover from.
Noble S needs to get out of here. Very low on HP. The Condemned does not connect.
They really want him, but
yeah.
Looks like Noble S will get out of there. Now the Terror expires for MRR, and Team DK really ahead in every single way. Look, they even have mercenary camps that they can easily rotate back and get.
Yeah, MRR coming in here now for a potential engage, but I think too close to the defenses right now for Team DK. So MRR now rotates over here to the Siege Giants. Team DK seems to be actually rotating to the other side of the map. They're stealing each other's mercs right now, which is kind of funny. And I think they might have just realized that. They're using Brightwing the spot here.
And you know what? He's going to have to jump in and help them out right now because they are coming up. MRR wants to see if they can get something done here. They did kind of catch them out of position, but they're actually turning right now. DK going in for the fight. Illidan with the hat on, going on top of everyone.
Oh, man, everybody getting solo here. There's a nice Ancestral there, but the Heroic has been activated here for Noblesse. Noblesse, though, getting pretty low. It's one of the dangers when you do play as Illidan.
Indeed it is. It looks like Tyrael does explode, but he is trying to get some damage off with his Ghost Form here. And Noblesse getting a lot of self-heal going on here, going after Johanna, and Johanna will
go down. As well as that is a 4-player kill. That is so well done there. Now going straight up to the entrance, dealing as much damage as possible to the turrets. Nighttime comes. Muradin on the case right now, gathering seeds ASAP.
4 for 1 right there. Noblesse just barely staying alive. Some great support from Brightwing, ensuring that Illidan gets out alive. Fantastic.
If they do this fast enough, I think they can get the double terror.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. There's only one hero up. Just now we have a couple more coming up, but I mean, 5 versus 2, you're not really going to be able to force it.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do. It's just enough time before even Johanna and Rhaegar spawn to actually come out here and do that damage.
Well, it looks like this bottom terror should be going to him. We do have Tyrael starting on this top terror. They really need to get a terror for those defensive purposes once again.
Kind of crappy, though, when you end up with that terror. You can only defend. You know, it's so frustrating, but I guess that's all they can do here. And I think we're actually going to have, with all those seeds, that's going to be another... Yeah, that's another 100, so they get double terror.
Oh, man.
That should be the nail in the coffin.
With double terror, they're going to get multiple keeps. Look, they're about to hit 20. They may be able to win off the back of these 2 terrors.
Yeah, I think so.
That is not that far-fetched. The fact that they're already 20, the fact that they get 2 terrors, this is so difficult to deal with for MRR. Already they've had a hard time in all these fights, but, you know, as long as DK doesn't overextend on this first terror, like between the 2, they're getting multiple keeps. I would imagine.
That much is for sure. I can't imagine any other situation.
Yeah, I really think they're going to get at least 2 keeps here, but let's see. It looks like they are pushing in right now, throwing down that plant pot.
And it's so far been stellar defense right now by MRR. Problem is level 20's been achieved here for Team DK, so they have all the abilities they need for the rest of this game. This is going very well for them.
Yeah, and because of that level 20, this is why MRR has to stay back near their keep. And you're going to just see they will continually just target down the plant pot as soon as it comes out because they can't walk all the way out to fight. All they can do is kill this plant pot and hope to keep as many keeps alive as possible.
Doesn't seem like Noblesse is that concerned about this terror specifically.
No.
He just wants to get rid of his opponent's terror because the next terror is going to be the problem one.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one that I don't know if MRR is going to be able to stop. And at level 18, it's going to be a while before they even get to level 20, so they have so few abilities that they can actually use.
Look at this. They're actually pushing forward now onto this keep. If they can get the keep with the first terror, that is absolutely fantastic. A nice pull in. Good condemn there. A lot of damage being put onto SC, but he will back up.
Nice job. They take out the keep.
Now, look, they got the keep, and this is why we're talking about the fact that they should be able to get at least 2 keeps, because the next time that they pick up this terror pretty shortly here, there's no terror to help defend for MRR. So they're they're 5 heroes against 4 heroes in a terror. So that makes it really hard with that siege mechanic. Well, it looks like right now we do have MRR picking up some mercenary camps, knowing that there's going to be another terror coming up momentarily here.
Sorry, Toast, I was drinking my water, man. Didn't mean to leave you hanging, buddy. So we got the Siege Giants coming down here now. DK just everywhere at once. And you notice they're not even really paying attention to the mercenary camps. They're keeping so much pressure on their opponent. Now, finally, Team DK goes back to their own mercenary camps. Like I was saying before, they've been ignoring this for a good chunk of time because they've been so in the face here of MRR.
Yeah, this is just fantastic to have all these mercenary camps keeping their opponents back in their base. But right now, all MRR can do is push out these lanes while they wait for the Terror to come and defend the best they can. They need to hit level 20 if they want to take a victory.
Defense here for MRR. That's the name of the game. They need to defend while getting probably a team kill here on Team DK.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen with Team DK. They're looking pretty perfect. Coming now through the bottom lane since there are mercenaries pushing up at the top.
All right, well, here we go. The plant pot is going to come down. It's going to be nearly impossible to hold on to this fort, but they're getting close to level 20. When they hit that level 20, they definitely can take a team fight.
Yep, here comes the keep, though. Keep getting pretty low. Keep will go down.
And there you have it. 2 keeps already gone, and in fact, they got that keep so quickly, they probably can get the other keep as well.
Yeah, and that's
I'd be pretty surprised if they didn't.
That's what they're trying to do right here is rotate over here to the upper right. We have Abathur not far away.
Look at the Giants already doing a lot of damage there. Yeah, Abathur definitely helping a lot with his pushing.
And this is so great here. We see just a few more seeds being gathered up here in the meantime.
And look at how everyone's just running back to collect these seeds while the Terror sits up at the front, throws down those pots. We do have a big rotation right now. Only Johanna holding on against the Terror back home.
Coming up over here is the rest of the team. And good escape there by Jaina to get out before it was too late. But I think this last keep is going to go down for sure, right? I think.
Yeah, the keep should end up dying. I'd be like, it has to, right? It's only Johanna back there defending. But right now, MRR has the right idea. They have to get out here and they have to do something. Illidan isn't here. They might be able to win a team fight right now.
They're coming down now, but I think smartly so. Team DK just backs up. As you can see, there's basically no more structures remaining here besides the core. That turret is going to go down. So. That was a mission accomplished there.
Oh, man, that is so painful. Oh, and Tyrael doesn't even get anything with that finishing damage. Now we do have Noblesse going into Metamorphosis here, getting on top of Evergreen. A nice Ancestral goes down, though, and he stays alive.
Abathur hat here on Illidan. Just no way to really escape with this Illidan. Nice job, takes out Vala. And Buck, maybe just a little bit too close to the core to make that worthwhile.
Oh, man, and MRR just starting to explode all over the point. This is going to get out of control. This is going to be GG, no doubt, with Noblesse jumping on top of this core. A beautiful game out of Team DK.
Very impressive stuff, man. Team DK
seriously
takes game number 3. GG.
Just great play. Great play out of DK. They didn't lose anything. They kept control. They were on top of moving into the